Repos Productions has a title I just came across, looked into, and now I want to tell you about it. Stranger Things, Attack of the Mind Flayer. This is for 4 to 10 players, ages 10 and up. Should take you about 15-20 minutes to play. In Hawkins, Indiana, the Mind Flayer has created an army of possessed people to invade Earth. Some of you are already under its control. At the start of Stranger Things, Attack of the Mind Flayer, each player takes a character tile representing someone from Stranger Things' Netflix series. You will also receive a card that tells you whether you are a sane hero or possessed by the Mind Flayer. The game plays out over a series of turns and pits 2 teams against each other. Sane versus possessed. As a sane character, you must resist the Mind Flayer's attacks to win the game. As a possessed character, you try to convert all sane characters to possessed, or knock them out before the end of the game. On your turn, draw a card and give it to another player to help them, remove them, or make them change teams. At the end of the game, if at least one sane character is still in play, all sane characters win. Otherwise, the possessed characters will be victorious. So that's what the publisher has to say about the game. That's the description for it. And looking into the game, because I am a fan of Stranger Things, and a good party game, deduction game, I'm always up for that. So I think I like what I've been looking into here. I mean, at its heart, any social deduction game, really is a game of trust and double-crossing. And I do always have fun with those kind of titles. And I think it also does fit in well with the show, especially the Mind Flayer season. It does take root heavily in that theme, and from what I've been seeing and reading, it seems to do a pretty damn good job of that. I kind of feel that although you could and will play this game anytime if you're having, you enjoy it, I really think that the 2 times this game is going to shine the most from what I've been digging into about this game would be obviously during and right after a season run of Stranger Things, of course, but also I think this would be a good little Halloween party game from what I've been reading about it. And that's another reason why I have it on my radar. Also, everything about the rules seems to be pointing to the same conclusion, that the rules are simple, they're easy to grasp. Basically, if you're sane, you know you're sane, and if you're possessed, you know you're possessed, and who the other possessed players are. And it's your job to just work together, or it's your job to fight them off. There's not a lot of wiggle room in the complexity of the rules of this game, which makes this a game that you can teach and get to the table and start pretty damn fast. I always like that in a game. Now, although it does say it's playable for as low as 4 players, all the other reviewers seem to be in unison when they talk about the number of players that, yeah, you can play with 4 or 5, but it's not going to be as good. It's not going to be as gripping, and it's going to be way too fast, too quick of a game. It seems that this game does shine, and not every game does, but it does shine with a closer to max or completely just maxed out number of players, maybe 8 to 10. So if you're looking for a game that is going to comfortably fit a lot of players, that's what everyone says this does nice. Now, besides the rules being so fast and easy, it seems to me, I'm betting that another reason this is going to be a quick game to get to the table and set up and ready to play is because there's not a lot to set up. A few decks of cards and some token counters, and that's basically about it from what I've seen. So yeah, fast setup, small imprint, small footprint on your table. That's great, especially for someone like me that films a lot of their games. To be able to fit it on the table easily, that's great. I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, I do. I enjoy Stranger Things, and that is an initial pull to me to this game. I admit that, and I do like social deduction games. So maybe this is a no-brainer for me. But look more into it yourself. Don't just listen to what I say. Try to find you know what I suggest a lot if you're new to the channel is I usually suggest that try to find a gameplay of it. See, watching a gameplay live is the best way to understand whether this is something that you think you and your fellow players, your friends, your family members are going to enjoy. It's far better than just listening to some floating head tell you things. So, all right, my friends, that sounds like a good idea. How about we get informed instead of influenced? So go check out Stranger Things: Attack of the Mind Flayer.